Well, good morning GoPro. We have been loading the car, getting ready to go try before you buy. We have had a very, very busy morning this morning.
I feel like we're going to forget something.
Right, well I'm just sitting here in the car waiting for everyone now. Let's go kids.
I used to wonder what my mum used to do when we were in the car and waiting. She was doing everything.
Well, 285 subscribers now. Join our journey, our adventures, eh Toby?
Yeah.
Do I get a cuddle? Quick little road stop before we carry on. State Highway 1 up there, and this is the Waikato River. So if you're new here, this video is about our adventure to try out a next generation caravan before we fork out the money for a new one. We're lucky enough to be given an opportunity to take one away for a trip before we put our money on the table. This gives us a chance to get answers to our questions and experience camping at a luxury level which far exceeds our little old 1976 lightweight. Soz. Oh, is that my one? We were warmly welcomed by Sarah and Hayden, who gave us a very thorough walkthrough and induction of how to run the caravan, including the awning, the diesel heating, hot water, and the kids were already shotgunning the beds.
You think you know how? You want to show us how?
Have you ever used it?
Yeah, seriously. There's just all this stuff that goes away so that we always know where they are.
I was relieved when taking the caravan for a test tow was part of the induction, because I was a bit nervous about towing something so big, but it was actually all good. Sweet, thanks Hayden. First test tow done, and it was easier than the retro, to be honest. It's nice though, good practice for trialling out the brakes, which are working awesome. Sophie took me on the most direct route to Thames, which was also one with really windy, steep hills, but the brakes worked like a treat. Well, that scenic route was quite full on. The braking was heavy, but the caravan did it. Feeling better now we're on the flat. Well, it was a pretty sweet tow to get into Thames. We've just done our grocery shopping. It's getting a bit dark, so we're not going to head into Coromandel. We're going to stay in Thames, just up the road. We saw there's a Freedom camp spot that's right on the waterfront. Hopefully we can get a space there, so we're going to head there now. We were looking forward to answering our own questions, like what is this big caravan like to tow? How comfy is the bed? How much water will we go through? Is the shower decent? And does the heater heat sufficiently? Is that for the first campsite, eh? Beautiful spot, beautiful. Well, that was day one. We're going to make some dinner and head to bed. Good night, see you tomorrow. Well, good morning GoPro. We all slept in. It's 8 o'clock now. We had a great sleep. We head over to Opoutere today, next campground. Part of the reason I wanted to go over to Opoutere is because you have to cross a huge mountain range, which was going to really test my towing abilities and also the caravans. This big caravan actually towed easier than our 1-ton lightweight caravan. The double axle, the braking, it just towed real nice. We were pretty stoked to be able to park up at Freedom campsites, which means it doesn't cost us $1 to stay here. We just have to be self-contained. Sweet, and that's us. 3, 2, 1, go. Woohoo! Is that good? How was that, Jade? Was it good? Hey Jade, do you think your bed's big enough? Good enough space up there? Yeah, what have you done? Hey, who are you drawing? Love this window. I took Jade and Toby on the summit walk that goes to the top of the hill. It's a great view up there.
How cool that bridge is.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yep.
Plateau, but we're off on a beach adventure anyway, crossing this little stream. Just when we were here 2 years ago, we made some friends with some other campers and they brought a little inflatable boat here and it blew way out into the ocean. It just kept flipping over on itself. Just went way out to sea. Their boat was gone. You guys had a shower. How was the shower?
Good.
Good shower? Was it hot?
Yes. One bit was hot.
How's it going, team?
Awesome.
Yeah. Ow, hot! Shoot, that's hot.
Oh, that's good. Oh man, that's good. Such a good shower. Such a good shower.
One of the cool things about these caravans is all the storage, like even under the bed, like the whole bed just lifts up like this. And you've got all that space under there.
We could probably use
Cool wardrobes. So you can hang stuff or shelves. More cupboards. And lights. Like all of these are lights and all these have lights. These open up. Shut off lights. Well, we have got the most beautiful day today, so we're heading down to the beach. I have no fish bait. I didn't want to put fish bait in this caravan, so we are going to try and catch a bait and then try and catch a bigger fish. So I've got all my gear. Kids are ready for a swim.
Here's the bag you dropped.
Thanks. Well, that was an absolute waste of time. The middle section to my rod is off another rod, so it doesn't even fit, so I can't even put my rod together. You go, girl. Catch that one if you can. Yeah, it's this water. It's magic. It's amazingly clean, eh? There's my feet. Beautiful. Here comes one, Jade. Go, girl. Oh. Soph in her happy place on a paddleboard.
We're gonna take you on our paddleboard.
up the river. I love to go exploring on my paddleboard. Here at Opoutere, we can go all the way up the tidal creek past the other campground. Ooh, traffic jam. It's fun to duck under branches and go around the corners.
It's our last night tonight, so we're roasting marshmallows. And look at mine!
Definitely plenty of usable space for preparing food. I was getting some good old pad thai ready. Yum.
Full. the caravan I drew, of the one we're borrowing. And it's all of us peeking out the windows.
Time for a coffee, and then it was pack up and get on the road. The setup and the pack down was way quicker in this caravan. And then we got back, Sarah had all of the colour schemes that we could look at so that we could choose some colours for our caravan.
Yeah.
I'd probably pull you towards the charcoal rather than the black. Like it's just a less.
What do you think of this? Obviously, steel.
Oh, this is tricky. We're finding some good colours here. It's really good to have Sarah help point you in the right direction with colours. I think if me and Sophie were left to our own devices, we'd end up with a kid's playground looking colour with all our favourites rather than something that's going to flow and work.
So, it would be too.
We really loved our weekend away in the Next Generation Caravan, and we just look forward to taking the next steps now. Next episode, we're back on the west coast where we're camping with our friends, but the weather changes and we get some heavy rain and heavy winds. We take a day trip into New Plymouth to do a few extra activities rather than sitting around a wet campsite. Check out the zoo, we go to the pools, and we go and see the Festival of the Lights, which were awesome. If you haven't subscribed, then do us a favour and help our channel to grow and follow along on our journeys of a new caravan and travelling in New Zealand.